Guy, how the hell are you?
All right, snowed in.
But I was like,
It's snowed in though.
Snowed in. That's exciting. Is no one liking it though?
He's liking it at first, and now it's just ridiculous. Where he's very intimidated by how much snow there is outside.
Yeah, I hear you. Crazy.
I barely got dusted out here in Denver.
Yeah, that's weird.
Interesting. Yeah, we're about to get hit tomorrow, so that should be a blast.
We're keeping expectations low. This is a comedy movie edition, so we are going to be as least funny as possible.
This is how we're starting.
That's how we're talking about the weather, people. So just kind of lowering expectations here.
We got to wait for people to get in here. We can't start till we have a few teams in. Let's see. Reviews, what's up? What's going on?
We are playing. We do want to know your team names. Drop your team names in the chat so we know who is playing. And let us know if you have any form issues as well. I see the form has been posted. Grab that. Make 4 different copies, as our legend Beard Man always says.
No. Change. We just go to the link. There's 4 different links.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. Looking at this collage on the thumbnail, what is, in your opinion, the funniest movie in that collage?
Step Brothers, or I'll stick with Step Brothers.
I gotta say, I think This Is the End is fucking hilarious.
I think This Is the End is hilarious too. I don't know why I gravitated towards that. Airplane's fucking hilarious too.
Liar Liar is one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies because it's so quotable. Well, I mean, all of his movies are quotable, but it's just so funny.
That's just something ugly people say.
Animal House, the classic.
Yeah, definitely. I've always quoted from Liar Liar when it's like, here she comes to wreck the day. I say that at work sometimes, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Be careful.
I feel like I'm just about ready to pop. Dude, there's so many good quotes in that movie. Can anyone in the chat tell me in the top left, who is that nice old lady?
I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? It's another one from Liar Liar.
All right, looks like we got some teams rolling in here. The driver, Team Rickety Cricket, must be an Always Sunny fan. We should do a TV sitcom comedy trivia. Arrested Development, The Office.
Our ideas are getting more and more specific. We're like, we need to do a sitcom comedy that aired on NBC between 8 and 10, half hour.
Isn't comedy already in sitcom? Like situational comedy, right? Isn't that what it stands for? But I like the double comedy, just like the comedy. Awesome.
Back to back. Next week, I think we are doing Disney originals, as we previously stated 2 weeks ago, so a month ago.
You have to correct yourself on that. It's Disney Channel original.
Disney Channel original movies like Smart House and Halloween Town
and Alley Cat Strike.
Brink.
Oh man.
What's the funniest Disney original movie?
Probably Under Wraps.
Which one was Under Wraps?
The
Mummy one?
The second Disney Channel movie to ever release. Yeah, it was the one with the mummy one. I feel like there were some like parts in that were funny. Like when he was trying to cover up the mummy being in his bedroom and shit. Maybe not. Maybe I need to go rewatch it.
One funny thing that's happened in a Disney original movie.
Yeah, maybe there wasn't anything funny in that movie.
I liked Luck of the Irish because it was like a knockoff Leprechaun. Like a Disney-esque Leprechaun.
Doesn't he played basketball on that one, right?
Yeah.
And then he lost his gold chain that was a Leprechaun chain or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
Well, maybe we'll find out.
Maybe Brink.
We need team names. Brink.
Maybe Brink, because Val was just such a shithead. It was funny where he just like put rocks on the hill and Gabby fell and just scraped her knee up. And he's just like, what? That wasn't me.
Perfectly typecast douche. He played that role perfectly.
You do the hair flick. Just like,
oh yeah. Mark knows all about the skater world. And
I might have joined Team X Blades at one point.
You probably did.
When I first started following the Chumpcast, Mark, I remember when you used to do like the Tony Hawk shit every like Saturday morning, just playing Tony Hawk.
I should have kept playing that. I honestly played it for like a week straight and stopped.
Yeah.
I could have been hitting million combos easily if I just kept playing. It was the nostalgic factor, though. That game just like brought back so many memories.
I hear you. Yeah, I remember playing that all the time.
And it's not like I was like back to like what I used to be able to do, but honestly, like when I started playing that again, I was just like everything comes back to you pretty quickly. It's really weird how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm liking some of these other team names. How many do we have? Do we know?
We should.
Rickety Cricket, No Soup for You. Nice Seinfeld reference.
Should be up to 4. I know the basic cinephiles are here, but I haven't seen a team name yet. Calling you out, Adelia and Ziana. Luke, explain the bean thing in the chat. He said, I don't know if you all even know what the bean is in reference to over in the U.S.
We have a bean here in Chicago that all the tourists go to that I've never even seen from living here. I've never visited the bean, but everyone goes to it that visits here.
I've been to the bean. I was there last time I was in Chicago. I went to the bean.
Did you take a picture of yourself in the reflection of the bean?
They closed off the bean because of restrictions, but oh well.
I was out there looking at a law school like back in like 2014 or 2013, and that was like we looked at the law school, went to the bean, and then got drunk at a bar right around there.
Nice.
Fun time.
Good area.
Did you go back to the bean after drinking?
We did not.
All right. Just like moon the bean and get a picture of your reflection. Just like, yeah.
We're competing against each other tonight. Oh, nice. Okay. That's so the two sisters over at Basic Cinephile are competing against one another. So that means we're up to 5 teams.
Nice.
I think that's a good 6 teams. There's Darren, the awesome. Never Leave a Crasher Behind.
Darren Zakis. All right. So yeah, the link I just posted in the chat, that is for your submissions. If you click that link and scroll down a little bit, you'll see all the submission button forms. Obviously, click the form 1, and we'll get started here in a minute. But that's where you're going to be entering all your submissions for the trivia tonight.
All righty then, let's begin shortly.
All right, another minute here, and then we'll get rolling. Make sure you open them up. We'll get going on the 15, wherever you guys are. 9:15, 8:15,
7:15.
Sure.
God, Mountain Time's the best.
Do we submit our answers on the link page or in the chat? Do not submit in the chat for sure. That would not be good. But we'll run through all that in a second. So actually, why don't we start doing that? Why don't we start running through the rules and get rolling? All right. So, guys, welcome to Trivia Night with Guy at the Movies and the Chumps. This is Comedy Movie Trivia Edition. We're going to roll through some of the rules of gameplay, and then we'll get into some of the fantastic questions that we have lined up for you today. So first and foremost, like Mark said, the form link is in the chats wherever you are watching and playing. So please make sure that you are accessing that website. You'll see that there are 4 different links, 1 for each round. We do have 4 rounds tonight. You can play solo or you can play as a team. There's ultimately no limit to the number of individuals that you can have on a team. But if you want a prize, we're only going to be sending 1 set of prizes to each team. Sometimes the prize will be something you can easily divvy up. Sometimes not so much. So fight amongst yourselves. Absolutely no cheating will be permitted. If we figure it out, like if we think you're Googling, there's some questions that we know are really difficult. Doesn't mean that nobody's going to get it, but we can kind of follow based on the fact that maybe you got 2 points in round 1 and suddenly got a perfect round in round 2.
We'll figure it out and we'll embarrass you in the chat.
We will. We're good at that. There'll be 20 seconds between questions in each round. We'll repeat the questions once. Each question is worth 1 point unless we tell you otherwise. Following each round, you're going to have 30 seconds to submit your answer form, which is available again in the chat. Scores will be updated and announced following the tallying at the end of each round. The team with the most points at the end wins. In the case of a tie, there will be a tiebreaker question. And just so everyone's aware, last week's winner will not be eligible to win this week and will be scored separately if he sticks around. So new winners every week, which is exciting. One other thing I want to remind everyone is whatever team name you choose for round one, do not change that team name moving forward. It will throw everything off.
Good point.
And there we go.
And last week, we mean 2 weeks because we do this every 2 weeks.
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
Make sure you're in the right submission form as well. We had some instances where we were in round one and there was teams using the round 2 submission form. So just double check and make sure you click that round 1 if we're in round 1 submission for round 2 if we're in round 2, etc.
All right. Prize tonight. Dumb and Dumber Funko Pops. Who doesn't love Harry and Lloyd? These are pretty solid, actually. Every time we pick a prize that I don't have yet, I'm like, oh yeah, fuck, I want that. Yeah,
whoopsie. Maybe I'm going to get both of them just from send some off and then also keep some. Whoopsie.
All right. Ready to roll.
We doing this?
We're doing this.
All right. Hope you guys are ready.
Begin.
Question number 1. What pop vocal group performs at the wedding in Bridesmaids? What is the pop vocal group name that performed in Bridesmaids?
What was the song? Do we know?
That would give away the pop group.
Peace. Just giving clues out to the people.
All right. Question 2. In Hot Tub Time Machine, what song does Craig Robinson sing on stage in the 80s? When they travel back to the 80s, what is the song that Craig Robinson sings on stage?
What is this, a music trivia?
Question 3. Which TV show was made into a movie with the tagline, bigger, longer, and uncut? Which TV show was made into a movie with the tagline, bigger, longer, and uncut?
I can't believe this movie is as old as it is.
Right? It's probably 3 years old now. Question 4. Who plays Evan Baxter in Evan Almighty?
Mark knows his stuff. Movie buff.
Who plays Evan Baxter in Evan Almighty? If you guys have trouble submitting an answer, just move on. We're going to review all the answers real quick at the end. Question 5. What year was Groundhog Day released?
Solid picture grab for the background there, too.
Appreciate that.
What year was Groundhog Day released? Not the day, the year. Groundhog Day, the movie, the year that it released. Let us know. Question 6. In the movie Role Models, love this movie, what kind of event does the kid want to attend? These are kind of tough for round 1.
It might not all be. They are. No, I don't think so. I think these are pretty easy.
Yeah.
This one should be pretty easy. This should be pretty. If you see the movie, you're like, okay.
I thought this one was a little difficult. Question number 7. What is the name of the fake college in Accepted?
I literally just watched this movie the other day, like probably 2 weeks ago. We had it wrong at first, but we worked through it.
That was really solid. You're like, I actually just watched this movie.
It was super
Quietly
convenient.
Great movie. I haven't watched it in a while.
We make Brick watch all the movies before we do the trivia.
Mm-hmm. Yep, everyone.
Question 8. What is the name of the restaurant in the movie Waiting?
This is one of my favorite comedies.
It low-key is hilarious. Quit staring at my dick!
Ryan Reynolds. My God. Who does Dan Aykroyd trade places with in Trading Places?
And Luke, to answer your question, All-American, there'll be some probably that you're more familiar with, but I think you'll pretty much know all of these. So,
is Luke from somewhere not American comedy?
Should have just gone in some Bollywood comedies.
Latvia.
Oh,
what
nice.
color suit did Jim Carrey wear when donning the mask in The Mask? Honestly, I could see somebody messing this up. I thought of a color, and then I was like, wait, that isn't the color, is it? And then I realized what it was. What is the color suit Jim Carrey wears in The Mask? All right, here is your chance. We're not going to leave this up for too long, but if you missed a question, stay on that form, go back to the number that you missed. Here they are. Final chance.
What movie is the background of this?
That's easy, Mr. Deeds.
Big Daddy.
Joe is right. Mark is wrong, per usual.
This is why we brought in only movie pros, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. This one's easy,
Mark with
Mr.
the
Deeds.
Oh, shit. Fucks. All right. 30 seconds to submit answers. 24, 23. Let's go. What is this one from? Jackass 2.
3. Wrong
Is
again,
it?
Mark.
Damn it. I should have figured because Wee Man did put on a little weight in Jackass 3, and he does look a little hefty down there in the lower left.
Little chunk. Nothing wrong with that, though.
He's still like ripping rails and ripping skateboarding rails, not.
I heard
the other one too.
I heard Jackass 4 is in the works.
It is, and apparently they booted him from it and are forcing him to go to rehab.
Really?
That's the rumor.
Wee Man?
What's that?
Wee Man?
Bam.
Oh, bam. Okay. I didn't hear that.
All right. Get those questions in. By
Bam.
questions, I mean answers.
Wow, Bam got banned. What's your favorite Jackass skit?
I just love the shopping cart ones where they just hit a curb full speed and fly into a bush.
How many times have you done that in real life?
Or the porta potty ones. Those are great.
Always classic. They're always gross. What spinoff did you like better? Bam's show or Wild Boys?
Bam show. Wild Boys was funny though.
Wild Boys was sick. Steve-O and Chris Pontius just doing ridiculous things overseas and just getting actually in danger.
I was in like a really deep YouTube rabbit hole, like usual during the week. I always do that, but I ended up watching a video about Tony Hawk's like biggest bails, and the biggest injury he's ever had was actually on Wild Boys, where they did the loop. He dressed up as a monkey though. He had a monkey suit on. Tried doing the loop, and this was like the first time he didn't wear a helmet. Like he's been the biggest advocate for like safety with skateboarding. He did the loop, fell down right on his head, broke his hip, broke his jaw, like fractured his spine, was completely knocked out and like bleeding from the skull. And
No wonder he's a helmet advocate. Good
and they didn't
Lord.
release the footage until there was another MTV show. It was like called Bales or something, or Scarred. It was called Scarred. And they finally released the clip, and it was just like, oh my God. Like he just poof. It was bad.
Yeah, watching somebody just get absolutely wrecked. Yikes.
Yeah. All right. Want to talk about this question right here?
Let's
Best
do it.
actor in their prime?
I would have to say Will Ferrell, because he was the funniest during 2000 to 2010. Will Ferrell was a god. He couldn't make anything bad. It was so funny.
You got to think of the year when Jim Carrey did The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura.
That was all in 1 year.
That was all in 1 year. I'm pretty positive. Yeah.
Wow.
That's ridiculous if you think about it. Those movies, like the caliber of comedy that those movies were.
Yeah, but then you look at the prime of Will Ferrell, though.
Yeah.
You have Step Brothers. You have
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. You got Blades of Glory. I'm trying to go to his movies. Back in like 2010, Elf, Anchorman, Zoolander. He was absolutely slaying when he was semi-pro, kicking and screaming like Night of the Rocket. Like he was just riding old school. He was killing.
Yeah, I was gonna say old school. You got to give that to Will Ferrell too.
It has to be Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is
dart in your neck, man.
Dude, there's a dart.
Got a dart in your neck.
I like you, man. You're funny. You're funny, man.
Man. Oh.
Are there any other actors that you think could make a run at that? Ben Stiller, maybe?
I don't know. Like, would you say he was the main role in Dodgeball?
Yes, I would say he's the.
I feel like he just has he did do.
He was a supporting role. He wasn't, because Vince Vaughn was the lead. It was a supporting role, but he was like second lead.
I know.
He killed.
I'm thinking of a lot of supporting roles, like in Happy Gilmore. He has some of the most hilarious supporting roles, but he also has had some really good main roles, like in Heavyweights.
Heavyweights. Oh, that should have. Nah, I'm so mad we didn't do a quote. Lunch will be canceled due to a lack of hustle. How do we miss that one? Bummer.
He's the villain. He is a good villain. Ben Stiller.
Adam Sandler, I guess he could be a contender, although Adam Sandler's had some real stinkers. The Cobbler, wasn't he like a shoemaker that wasn't good?
What? The Cop? I've never heard of that movie. Jack and Jill was pretty horrendous.
But yeah, we're talking primes here, so Adam Sandler in the prime definitely has got to be talked about. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy.
Click. You consider that a comedy, even with the ending?
Yeah, I cried in Click.
Depressing ending of all time.
Yeah, I cried. I was insane.
And Pixels. I forgot about Pixels.
Bill Murray. Would we not throw Bill Murray in there?
I guess you could.
Let me go Bill Murray movies real quick.
Stripes. Groundhog Day. Or not Caddyshack, not Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Caddyshack. He wasn't Groundhog Day too. That was great.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to roll on?
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's get to the answers here. First question. What pop vocal group performs at the wedding and Bridesmaids? That was Wilson Phillips. Hold on. In Hot Tub Time Machine, what song does Craig Robinson sing on stage in the 80s? It was Let's Get It Started. Which TV show was made into a movie with the tagline Bigger, Longer, Uncut? That was South Park, and that was 1999, Mark, not 3 years ago.
I was kidding just to throw people off. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Mark's not a man of the people.
And it was a Disney Channel original movie. Who plays Evan Baxter in Evan Almighty? That was Steve Carell. What year was Groundhog Day released? 1993. In the movie Role Models, what kind of event does the kid want to attend? Medieval festival, but I took LARP, live action role playing, because most of you got that, and that's accurate.
That's probably more accurate than medieval. Fair.
Correct. What is the name of the fake college in Accepted? The South Harmon Institute of Technology, or shit. What is the name of the restaurant in the movie Waiting? It's Shenanigans. I always think about in that movie, they're like, I want some coupons, I want a keychain, I want. Who does Dan Aykroyd trade places with in Trading Places? That's Eddie Murphy. And what color suit did Jim Carrey wear when donning the mask? In the mask, that was yellow. So, where we stand now is I'm going to tell you the top three scores, and then we will. I'll tell you the rest of them as well. So,
okay, nice.
Sorry, I was forgot to
the top three, and then I'll do the rest.
I know, I'll tell you the rest. But in so Rickety Cricks 6 points, Team African Swallow 3 points, Wubby over Mark or Wubby greater than Mark 6 points, Never Leave a Crasher Behind 7 points, Brennan Has a Mangina 3 points,
Nice.
No Soup for You 7 points, and Suck It Trebek 4 points. Nice. So that means that in first place, Never Leave a Crasher Behind and No Soup for You are tied with 7. Wubby greater than Mark and Rickety Cricks are tied for second with 6 points. And in third place is Suck It Trebek with 4 points.
I wish everyone the best besides Wubby greater than Mark.
That guy's going to win.
And Brick, it is your turn.
Here we go. All right, we're doing movie quotes, everybody.
Make sure you're using the second form.
Second form. We won't start yet. Everybody.
Yeah, if you're having an issue, comment real quick right now.
Comment real quick.
We're waiting on you guys. Come on. Are you ready? Your finger's going to hurt. Now your back's going to hurt.
Because you just pulled landscaping duty.
Should we just beat a bunch of comedic quotes to the ground tonight? That's for sure what we're going to do.
About to happen.
Milk was a bad choice.
All right, ready to roll?
Looks like we are. It's just a flesh wound. I also didn't do as much preparation for these quotes as I did in last week's episode because I had to do more background stuff, so I couldn't really get the accents or the timing down for a lot of these. It is what it is. Deal with it.
Known for your preparation.
It's just a flesh wound. Very known for the preparation. What is this? A center for ants? The building needs to be at least 3 times as big. 3 times bigger than this.
Just read the quote. You're trying to just remember it. Just read it.
What is this? A center for ants? The building needs to be at least 3 times bigger than this. He's absolutely right. I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s.
Oh, what is this from? I don't even know this one. Shit.
I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s. I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s.
Just looking for the movie in this round.
Yeah,
too.
just the movie. Yep.
That rug really tied the room together. Did it not? Hang on. That rug really tied the room together. Did it not?
Trying to throw people off.
Yeah. That rug really tied the room together. Did it not? As Mr. Sloan always says, there is no I in team, but there is an I in pie, and there's an I in meat pie. Anagram for meat is team. I don't know what he's talking about. I'll let that one just linger.
That was a find, that quote.
It's not a man purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one. It's not a man purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one. Give it a little sauce on that one. Give it a little salsa. It's not a man purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one. Don't point that gun at him. He's an unpaid intern. Don't point that gun at him. He's an unpaid intern. Don't point that gun at him. He's an unpaid intern. I don't know the tone of that at all.
I would hire you, Brick. I'd
Thank you. Thank you. We would tank. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. I see Joe leaning back like I botched this one. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. He's like, according to the map, we've only gone 4 inches. What's up? Hello. According to the map, we've only gone 4 inches.
Get ready for the next one, Brick, because it's a lengthy one.
Okay, here we go. According to the map, we've only gone 4 inches. What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Surprisingly nailed that one. Okay. What is this? A center for ants.
You're going to redo them all.
No, I just wanted to say that one more time. It's fun to say.
So, guys, once again, we're just looking for the movie here. Apologize for not saying that at the very beginning, but
just the movie.
Leave this up for another couple seconds.
We're looking for the year of the movie, guys. The year of the movie.
All right.
I feel like people will do well this round.
I hope so.
I would cause that up to the acting and the voice work.
The commitment.
The commitment. Yep. Can't teach heart. Submit the answers.
Brick, can I get the quote round next time we do trivia?
Yeah, I'd love that. Please.
No, I wanted you to be like, hell no.
Oh, no, I'd love a little competition.
Quote round.
I'd love a little competition. Our first mistake was having Smithers do quoting the first time.
Yeah.
He is the most monotone. You can't tell any inflection at all. He's going to read words at you.
If you think about it, though, maybe having Smithers do it is the best because you will at no point will you be able to read like
It's true.
how he delivers the quote.
All right, I'll be back.
You won't know.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it would be, these quotes are difficult as it is.
I was thinking about this
John
question in the shower though today, without knowing it was on the slide. To be honest,
wow, same wavelength, same brain.
I was
Embarrassing for
thinking,
both of us.
hear me out. What comedy movie needs a remake? This is what I was thinking.
Okay.
I loved Superbad. That was one of like the best comedy experiences I've ever had in the movie. Like it was
prime time.
I was like 8th grade, maybe, or 7th grade, or freshman in high school, or whatever. And we went to, like, we had 5 of us. You know how it was. You roll deep with your friends, like, to see a funny ass movie. And it was just the best thing ever. And I would love to see.
You were 16.
Sequel. Huh?
It came out in 2007. You were 16, right?
Yeah.
That's prime time. You were like sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to figure out beer. Yeah. We were juniors. It was prime for us too. It was like the best thing ever. It was perfect time for us. But go ahead.
Hear me out. What if we had like McLovin and what are their names in it? What's Seth and what's Michael Cera's name? I don't know.
Evan.
They're all like
Seth, Evan, and Fogel.
30s, grown up, have jobs. And McLovin has a sister that's in high school now. And then like Evan has a brother and they're dating. But you go back to doing the same thing at the same high school. Superbad too.
But they're older and they know the tricks. So it goes back and forth. It's like a little cat and mouse kind of deal.
I'm not thinking like McLovin will be too involved in the movie. Like give him a couple cameos that are hilarious.
Right.
But like redo it with a new cast, but the same high school, you know.
It's like This Is 40 to the Knocked Up.
Panda Claus is like not terrible. Give me a better idea, Panda Claus. You don't have one.
So Superbad is like it's a one-off, so there isn't really a second. I wouldn't mind that one's kind of a tough question. Anyone in the audience have one to help me out here?
Evan and Seth in college? No. I mean, would you want someone to replay them, or would you want Michael Cera to be Evan? And
Michael Cera can be a 20-year-old. No, he can pull it off.
I don't know. I feel like he's getting some pretty deep bags under his eyes these days.
Yeah, I don't think Jonah would do that. Jonah Hill.
21 and 22 Jump Street were still like 8 years ago.
Yeah, 23 Jump Street, I guess, right?
I don't know. I think you got to start. I mean, there's great young actors that are hilarious. You got to start, filtering in some of them into some of these movies. Like we had Booksmart was pretty funny.
It was fine. It didn't really do anything for me.
I'm just thinking like.
I actually heard Wedding Crashers 2 was in the works. Was that not they're not in the works, but they're like talking about it? Maybe. Joe's signaling yes.
Strongly hinted at in a lot of interviews with Owen Wilson and what's his name? Vince Vaughn. All right, ready to roll?
Yes. Very.
All right, let's roll. Second round quotes. It's just a flesh wound. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. What is this, a center for ants? Zoolander. I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s. Mark, what's that one?
I don't know that.
Deadpool.
Oh, shit, it was. Damn.
The Rug really tied this room together, did it not? The Big Lebowski. This long one, there's no I in team, but there's an I in pie, and there's an I in meat pie. Anagram of meat is team. I don't know what he's talking about. Shaun of the Dead. It's not a man purse. It's called a satchel. The Hangover. Don't point that gun at him. He's an unpaid intern. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Zazu is Lion King. Zissou. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. Airplane. According to the map, we've only gone 4 inches. Dumb and Dumber. And what you've said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. Billy Madison. So
I hope you guys all got that.
Yeah. After that round, here's where we stand. In third place with 11 points is Rickety Cricket. In second place, tied for second, Wubby greater than Mark with 13 points, and Never Leave a Crasher Behind with 13 points. And in first place is No Soup for You. The rest of our teams are all tied for fourth place with 7. That's Team African Swallow, Brennan Has a Mangina, and Suck It Trebek. These are all fantastic names. It is a very lively group today.
Picture round. I'm definitely not rooting for anyone specifically either.
So, guys, go ahead and grab the third form there for picture round. And what you're going to be seeing here are pictures of actors or characters that are cameos in movies. You're going to give us the movie that the cameo is from.
Just looking for a movie here, not the character's name.
All right.
Look at Sacha Baron Cohen. Jeez.
All right. Ready to roll?
We're rolling.
Do it.
Here we go. Picture number 1. What movie is this cameo from?
Dude, Iguana's tail.
These are hard not to talk about because you want to talk about the picture, but you just can't because then it gives away the clue 100%. So we're going to sit here in silence.
Idiot. I feel like you could kind of quote these pictures without giving it away completely. Don't do it. I know what you're doing.
No. I won't do it. I know Mark. Mark doesn't know what it is anyway. He's an idiot.
This is Animal House, right?
Yeah, exactly. This was one of my all-time favorite cameos. I actually lulled when they did it. It was very well cultivated.
Definitely was.
Seinfeld the movie. Loved it.
I would watch that. Who wouldn't? That'd be a greatest hit.
This is a tough one.
Can we tell them who it is?
No.
Yeah, no.
That's part of making it hard, you know? A little competition.
Shit, it's hard. Yeah. That is like, if the 4 people that are in this get that right, that'd be incredible.
This picture makes me laugh so much.
So good.
Picture right here.
There were a couple options from said movie.
Right.
This is a good that was a good one. Joe, have you ever heard the quote "garbage day"?
No.
Have you ever seen that scene? It's like one of the worst movies ever. And this guy walks out of his house and just yells "garbage day" and shoots this guy. It's like Trolls 2 following, where it's like a cult classic because it's so bad.
The only people following these movies is Mark.
Because Mark Day, and you just shoot this guy.
Sounds like one I want to review.
Yeah, lock that one in.
This looks like it's from a Nickelodeon like TV show, like a kids show.
Yeah, like Drake and Josh. It's like they're in the movie theater where Jake and Josh is, and there's like a video promo.
Rick, I like how specific you just got with that.
Absolutely. I nailed it too.
Tina Fey. This is a good one.
I think this is a hard one too, actually.
It makes for good trivia, this one. It's a little wonky.
All right. Final picture. This is actually one of my favorite comedies. I always forget about it, though.
Talk about some great cameos. Thor Ragnarok. Jeez.
He was fantastic in Thor Ragnarok, yeah.
Rumored to be back for Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yes.
Make sure you get all of those in. Brick Panda Claus is talking to you.
Looks right up. Oh, nice.
Oh, man, that made it over here. Give context to that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give context to that.
You don't need to give context to that. Yeah, we just know Panda loves Hitler, obviously. Yeah.
If you listen to our podcast, you would have the context, but we won't get into it.
Smithers is just fake newsing shit. We'll leave it at that.
Most unfunny guy. Thankfully, he's not on this.
Exactly. It would have been it would have been a big kill if Smithers.
The morale would just plummet. Just
Mhm.
everyone would probably just leave.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Just scenarios. So what setting would make for a great comedy in today's age? The reason I bring this one up is because I believe there is an untitled Will Ferrell esports movie in production. Esports, I think, is prime for a new comedy, like competitive esports. Will Ferrell is known for doing those racing. They're like the odd sports that kind of are sports, but they have like a very niche audience, even though esports is kind of blowing up. But that's why it's the perfect time to make a comedy in esports with Will Ferrell. What do you think he is, the coach or a player? Player coach, like Jackie Moon from Semi-Pro.
Player coach.
I think he'd do great freaking out at video games too. How funny are when people freak out during video games? I think that's one of my favorite things to see. People throwing controllers and shit.
Is, like back in the day when we used to have like Vines and everything, that one freak out kid that would take like the remote over World of Warcraft and just like
yeah. You get it. You just like stuttered us there. You get it.
See you, Matt the Beard Man. Thanks for hanging.
Always a pleasure.
I don't know. I was gonna say Uber, but didn't we already get one of those? With like, wasn't Batista in it?
Yeah.
Where Batista like hijacked some guy's Uber.
Yeah, exactly. Kamal Nanjiani, I believe.
Yeah.
I always butcher his name. But yeah, so you say Uber's the best setting. Anyone in the chat have a setting? Florida in 2020? Yeah, actually just do a Florida man anthology. Going into different perspectives, kind of like Black Mirror, but from the point of view of Florida man.
A Florida man comedy would be hilarious.
Okay, feel like that would be good.
Uber. There we go. That was the movie I was thinking of.
Apollo 13 was, so that's a space movie, a space comedy. I think they had a couple of those come out. What was that HBO show? Where they're in space and then they miss the trajectory of the planet. Do you know what I'm talking about?
They missed the was it a serious movie or a comedy?
No, it was a comedy. HBO comedy. Now I gotta look it up.
Space Force? No, that was Netflix.
That was Netflix. He's in Avenue 5.
Oh, I didn't see that. I know what you're talking
Avenue
about.
5?
Okay. Doesn't it have the guy from House in it?
Josh Gad. It also has the guy from House. Yes.
Okay.
He's also in Veep, which is great. Zach Woods, who plays who's the loser in Silicon Valley? Who's like the manager? His name is Zach Woods in real life.
I was gonna say Eric Bachman.
Yeah, not him. What else? Okay, Josh Gad's in it as well. It's actually pretty good. There's your space comedy setting if you're looking for one.
Again, listening to all this is pretty freaking funny on the back end.
Good. Give a little threshold for comedy.
Space Force was horrendous, by the way.
Yes, I love that show, and I was like, "All right, dude, settle down." It had it had one funny moment with like the monkey in space.
Yeah,
that was kind of dark.
Other than that, I was like, "Yeah, I'd be fine with not getting a season 2." And he was all just like, "No, we need at least 4 seasons." Relax.
They set it up enough where I'm down for another season.
I don't know. I think I just had higher hopes for it. It kind of let me down.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with the driver. It was good.
Let down by a lot of the scores in this round, by the way. Was not a strong round for everyone. So please do better. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, it was a rough round actually. So we apologize, but hey, trivia.
Sounds like the chat's divided. Disagree. It was good. Space Force was overhyped. Not good at all.
Fight it out. All right, here we go.
Well,
Answers.
Ashley Costelli taking a strong stance.
Answers. Should I go back through them, do you think? Yeah, let's do that. All right, here we go. First one, Snoop Dogg from Starsky and Hutch. Will Ferrell from Wedding Crashers. Brad Pitt from Deadpool 2. Kate Blanchett from Hot Fuzz. A couple people got that, which I'm very impressed by because that was hard as shit.
Wow.
Channing Tatum from This Is the End. Johnny Depp from 21 Jump Street. Mariah Carey from Don't Mess with the Zohan. Mark Hamill from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Someone said Spy Kids, and that was the other one I was going to mention earlier that it looks like.
You get half a point.
Tina Fey from Muppets Most Wanted. I think one person got that.
Wow.
And Matt Damon from Eurotrip. Johnny doesn't know.
I wanted to
know.
For the record, I wanted to do the Matt Damon cameo from Team America World Police, but technically that wasn't him, so we couldn't do it.
All right, here we go. Scores in third place with 16 points, Wubby greater than Mark. In second place with 19 points, No Soup for You. And in first place with 20 points, Never Leave a Crasher Behind. The remainder of the scores, Rickety Cricket, 15 points. Team African Swallow, 10 points. Brennan Has a Vagina, 9 points. And Suck It Trebek, 7 points.
Last round here for all the marbles.
So go ahead and grab that last form.
We'll give you guys a second. Let me know if you guys are having any technical difficulties in the chat.
Mark's a known computer guy, so he can help you out in any way. He's better than Smithers. We know that.
I will take control of your mobile device or computer and get you there if you need me to.
Can get you there.
That was creepy, and I think we're ready. Gonna go?
Nope, one more. Sorry. Go ahead.
Question number 1. How many Police Academy movies have been released? We're looking for a number here. How many Police Academy movies have been released?
By the way, just to backtrack real quick, Jared was the name from Silicon Valley. God.
Jared.
That's Zach Woods.
Question 2. What sport is at the center of Bull Durham? What sport is at the center of Bull Durham?
Sounds like the name of a boxer.
The driver in the chat. Oh, man. Question 3. What is the name of the fraternity in Animal House? What is the name of the fraternity in Animal House?
Rick,
Sigma Pi.
We're talking about sports movies that Will Ferrell does. Blades of Glory is one of my favorite,
That's a good one.
low-key films. It's so funny.
He does all those weird sport movies. He's great.
Question 4. According to Ron Burgundy, in Anchorman, San Diego roughly translates to what?
I'm Ron Burgundy?
You ate the entire wheel of cheese?
Meat of the pants.
Not even mad. That's impressive.
Question number 5. What is this? In the
annals of history, people are going to be talking about 3 things: the discovery of fire, invention of the submarine, and what?
I probably should have read these questions before
I told you to check
on the live stream, but I didn't.
That one's tough.
Question 6. In Old School, what was the dean's nickname?
Is this an easy one?
Holding your neck, dude.
Do you know this question, both of you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Mark?
In Old School, what was the dean's nickname? Yeah, you want to know?
He does know the question. He does know the question. Wow. Good answer. Good rebuttal.
Question 7. What is the name of... Oh, no. I'm looking at a
In Tropic Thunder, what was the one thing Matthew McConaughey fought for in Tug Speedman's contract?
Pulled up the old slides.
I got you, Mark. Don't worry. In Tropic Thunder, what was the one thing Matthew McConaughey fought for in Tug Speedman's contract?
Question 8. In Superbad, who is the kid who eats dessert alone in the cafeteria? I will never forget this kid's name.
It's such a good dork name.
I can tell you exactly what he was eating too. I'm pretty positive it was a chocolate pudding cup.
Pudding. Good. I did look it up. I think it might have been vanilla though. So you're still wrong.
No, it wasn't tapioca pudding. I love tapioca pudding. I would know. Question 9.
Kind of a deep cut.
In Stripes, what country did they accidentally find themselves behind enemy lines? In Stripes, what country did they accidentally find themselves behind enemy lines?
Darian, we appreciate you here.
Darian, what up? Question 10 and the final question of Trivia Night. We hope you all had fun in the Austin Powers Trilogy. Name his 3 female partners. Wow, that's a tough one to end it.
It's actually super easy.
I could probably think of it. I got 2 right now. I don't know the third though.
You need all 3 answers for it to be correct.
Missed the question? Hurry. Here's your chance.
You like how I did the this is the end background?
Did you ever see the Ali Wong stand-up on Netflix?
I have not. I've been meaning to watch
the one
it.
that she's like isn't she pregnant in that or no?
She's pregnant in it. It's absolutely hilarious. But every time I see Hurry, she does this whole sketch about like going to the bathroom at work and you're like trying to hurry.
Oh, yeah.
Cracks me up.
One scene that actually cracked me up that we didn't bring up here that's kind of a low-key scene is that movie with her and Randall Park.
Always Be My Maybe.
Always Be My Maybe with Keanu Reeves. When Keanu Reeves plays himself, I died.
That was a backup picture.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh, so good.
Backup picture. All right, get those answers in.
That should have been a number 1 picture. Wow, banger of a pick there. He plays
literally a banger.
So good.
I was like, where's Wee Man? Did you just flip it horizontally?
I did flip it. Got Ryan Dunn in there. Yeah, bam.
You got it.
Baby Cobra was the name of the stand-up for Ali Wong. It's really freaking funny. Her second one.
Nice.
Too.
Yeah, someone said that in the chat. Ziana, the basic cinephile. Thanks. Baby Cobra.
All right, let's make sure answers are getting in. So, guys, if you enjoyed tonight, I know we still have some time to go, but if you enjoyed tonight, please share about it and let people know that you played or that you had a good time. And, you know, when we post for the next one, share that as well, because it's always more fun the more people we have here.
Definitely.
More people,
Good
maybe
luck.
bigger prizes. Who knows?
Keep coming out for sure.
All
right, Mark, what do you think? What comedy duo would you like to see cast together?
James Franco and Mike Myers.
Jordan Peele. Yeah, I could see Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key coming back, but that's a good call by the driver.
Or are we just going to go the easy route and just
No, that's what
that are already killing it together or have killed it in the past?
No, I like where your head's at with 2 randos, James Franco and Mike Myers. So you're just saying that James Franco is going to be the new villain in Austin Powers 4.
That wouldn't be a bad thing. I like that idea, Rick.
I would love that. What would he be? He would get his 70s porn star. What was that HBO show? I'm terrible with HBO show names, apparently.
Oh, Good Time? No, what was it?
I don't know. I didn't actually watch it.
70s show with James Franco? I did not watch it.
Yeah, I think they make like pornos. I'm pretty sure. Maybe
we're doing this on purpose because we want you guys in the chat to tell us.
Yeah, duos or randos. I don't know. You decide. It's very open-ended. We're not good with questions, obviously.
Was it hung? No. It's going to bother me.
I wouldn't mind seeing Donald Glover and Abed. I forget who that actor, what his actually, but Donald Glover and Abed from
The Deuce.
That was Community. I'd like to see them in a duo tag team of some sort, not in the Community universe, but in a different universe, because they have great chemistry, I feel.
Hugh Grant? Is he funny?
He was pretty good in The Gentleman. He was pretty wonky. He
Yeah.
made some good lines. You're just remembering it from his last role, which was
Wait, hold on. I want to call it some
HBO show.
I want to cause some drama between the sisters real quick. Adelia, for question number 8 in Superbad, who was the kid who eats dessert alone in the cafeteria, she put her sister Ziana.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, burn points. Burn points? Because I kind of like that.
Yeah. Are we giving out burn points tonight?
We should add a burn. You should get a best creative answer category going.
Owen Wilson and Snoop Dogg. That was done in Starsky and Hutch, but that would be a nice little duo, I think.
Steve Buscemi and Channing Tatum. Okay. And Tatum Channing, obviously. It's backwards.
Tatum Channing.
So accurate. Okay, nice. Good burn, though, I got to say.
Hey, guys, what was your favorite round of trivia? Do you like the picture rounds? Do you like the quotes? Do you like the general knowledge? Curious. Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, anything you want to see. What do you guys want to see? What kind of questions are you looking for? I do like the burn question. Maybe we get one answer per round that's the most creatively wrong, gets an extra point. He's just like, I'm down for that.
Picture round. Quotes. Okay.
Quotes. Good looks,
Probably
Ashley.
quotes. I was thinking that too. Maybe we should, especially
Panda.
it would have been great for this.
Luke,
this
my
thing,
guy.
switch up 2 quote rounds instead of 2 general knowledge. But oh well, maybe next time. Next year when we do comedies again.
I do like the double quotes because then I can do one and then Mark can do one.
Mm-hmm.
We make our own quotes. Joe's like, no. He's like, absolutely not.
Special. All right, let's roll through these. How many Police Academy movies have been released? That's 8. What sports at the center of Bull Durham? Baseball. The name of the fraternity in Animal House is Delta Tau Chi. According to Ron Burgundy and Anchorman, San Diego roughly translates to a whale's vagina. I don't know this question at all, Brick. I don't know where the hell you pulled this out of, but in the annals of history, people are going to be talking about 3 things: the discovery of fire, invention of the submarine, and what? The Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl.
Mega Bowl.
What is that from?
From Semi-Pro.
Oh. In Old School, what was the dean's nickname? Cheese.
Did anyone get that one right, by the way?
One person, I believe. I think Luke put it as number 5 jokingly, like just saying cheese or whatever. And it was funny because that was the answer to number 6.
Amazing.
In Tropic Thunder, what was the one thing Matthew McConaughey fought for in Tug Speedman's contract? TiVo. In Superbad, who is the kid who eats dessert alone in the cafeteria? It is not Ziana. It is Steven Glansberg.
Steven Glansberg.
Lunch alone like fucking Steven Glansberg.
In Stripes, what country did they accidentally find themselves behind? In what country did they find themselves behind enemy lines? Czechoslovakia.
Almost a trick question because it's not a country anymore.
Yeah, it's Czech Republic.
In the Austin Powers Trilogy, name the 3 female partners. A number of people got this: Vanessa Kensington, Felicity Shagwell, and Foxy Cleopatra.
Ooh,
A whole lot of women.
Beyonce killed it.
Double checking one thing real quick because I see a question in the chat and I just want to make sure we are correct. And we are. Okay. So at the end of that, that was actually like one of our, I think, closest rounds or closest games. But in 3rd place with 21 points is Never Leave a Crasher Behind. In 2nd place with 23 points is Wubby Greater Than Mark. And in 1st place with 25 points is No Soup for You.
No soup for you.
Deanna in the chat, you're a few weeks late because I love Bridesmaids. We went pretty big with Bridesmaid. We did the chick flick theme a couple weeks back. Wish you would have been there.
So many movies. Yeah, there's just so many movies out there. You got to do like 40 questions. There's 40 movies out there, so we kind of spread the wealth. Spread the wealth.
Final points for the remainders, real quick. Rickety Cricket had 19 points. Team African Swallow had 10 points. Brennan Has a Mangina had 11 points, and Suck It Trebek had 9 points. So that was a good, good go around.
Another good round.
Congrats to No Soup for You.
No Soup for You. You did it.
You did it.
Those Funkos are actually sick too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, guys.
They're year-round Funkos. They'd be great for any season, especially winter, obviously, because it was in Aspen around Christmas time. But
I think the winner actually is from Colorado, oddly enough.
wow.
Aspen.
Yeah, good game to all Luke Reviews. Thanks for joining. Thanks to everyone that joined. I hope you guys all had fun. I hope to see you back here in about 2 weeks. I think we're going to do another trivia, possibly Disney Channel movies. That's what we're thinking.
We'll
That's
see.
going to be a
Maybe
tough one.
Should we ask this group while they're here, like for their thoughts on what you would like to see next round?
Yeah, if you're still chilling, let us know in the chat if you have any ideas for themes for trivia editions that we should do.
What? I say we just let these people give us the suggestions, and then we'll put those into the vote, and we'll do another vote. Yeah. Votes pretty close.
We're asking for suggestions right now.
Give the people what they want. We want suggestions.
Also, go ahead and make sure you sub if you haven't done so already to our YouTube channels. If you're on Joe's, head over to the Chumpcast. If you're on ours, head over to Joe's at the Guy at the Movies. Give us a sub, and we'll see you back here.
And it looks like that will be for Disney Channel original movies, based on the fact that everyone just said do it.
Really? Okay. I'm excited now because I didn't think a lot of people like that.
And I knew we wanted. Why we even bother? Yeah, Disney Channel.
If you guys weren't here last time, we kind of got on a tangent about Disney Channel original movies during Pixar.
So many great memories just piling back into my brain.
Guys, this was fun. Thank you all for playing.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, tell everybody we're doing Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah, tell your friends, tell your family
to get people to join.
All right, guys.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Peace.
Ciao.
Peace.